Hey everybody, hopefully you're doing well. We have the Range Rover Sport Land Rover today. This is a interesting vehicle. This has a turbocharged inline 6 engine. It makes 395 horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque, as well as this is the entry level, I guess besides the Velar, which is a little smaller than this, Range Rover, besides the big flagship one that you can get. I wanted to go over the positives and negatives of this car and whether I think it's worth the price point of, I believe this car is in the mid-80s. So let's go ahead and show you guys around the vehicle. This is the key fob, pretty basic, kind of looks like a heavy key, but it's not too bad. You just have all your functions. This one is just to turn on lights. This button right here, and it just turns on lights. I guess it's an interesting look. You can turn it off by hitting it at that. And you have all the normal controls over here. So this car is optional with a V8 engine. And that V8 engine is actually sourced from BMW, which is pretty interesting. It's a fun fact that they get their V8s from there. But this turbo inline 6 is made by Land Rover. So it's a British car, yeah. And I cleaned up the inside for you guys and the outside. Hopefully it's a good job. It's probably the cleanest car reviewed on the channel. Going forward, I'm gonna try to clean them more. Let's take a look at the inside here. Hopefully it's okay. So right off the bat, I wanted to give my opinion on this car after kind of living it with it and spending some time with it. I wouldn't go for this vehicle. I know it feels like all the vehicles on this channel and recently have just been vehicles I wouldn't go for, but it's just because the driving inputs that Range Rover gave this vehicle is really it's not great, and I think the steering is way too tight for what it should be. The brake pedal is too responsive. It's too much of a harsh bite, and just its overall handling and driving capabilities, it's not something you can get into and really feel connected to. It's just more so of a big cruiser, and it's not very comfortable because it's not doesn't have a good grip on driving inputs. So I've been in cars like the Cayenne, the X5. Those cars, even the X5 does a much better job of those things. Even the RX takes care of all of those things better. Just driving feels more natural and easier to handle and everything. And like I said, the brake pedal, the steering, all those things. So taking a look at the door panel, there's this kind of there's this leather right here, the soft leather. I believe this is real or possibly synthetic leather. I believe it's synthetic. You have this cloth material right here. You have a Meridian sound system as well, which is good to see. You have some gloss right here, and you have the whole door panel. Taking a look at the inside, you got rear heated seats and rear climate vents, which is good. And hopefully it's well lit for you guys. Let's take it down. Can't see the lights. Yeah, hopefully it's okay, you can see. But here are the cup holders. Pretty nice, really nice cup holders. And you have storage right here. This is nicely done. And the seats are very comfortable as well. That's one thing that's really nice about the interior. The seats, these front seats especially, and the back ones, they're very comfortable. And the seat adjustments for these ones are on the side over here. Pop out physical door handles, which is nice. And then when you lock it, it just sits flush. So opening it up over here, same that cloth material, Meridian sound system, synthetic leather, and some decent storage down here. I think storage could have been a little bigger, but it's all right. It's just how it is these days. And this seat right here is very comfortable. It's really like a couch. It's possibly one of the most comfortable seats I've sat in a vehicle. So that's really nice. And when you get into this vehicle, it's a lot of new things you see that you don't see from other manufacturers. It's kind of maybe unique to Range Rover. From the infotainment, the climate controls to just the screen's unique. The kind of touch controls over here are pretty unique and interesting, and everything really just is something I haven't seen too much, and I appreciate that. It's a new take. There's some side storage over here in the middle. There's a USB-C right there. Yeah, it's interesting. It's just a soft fabric, not the best. You know, I kind of wish it was maybe just leather, but it's unique, I believe. So there's just a regular fabric liner on the top, no Alcantara, and yeah, just more of this gloss over here, and piano black coin storage or nothing like that. So this has heated and ventilated seats, no massage seats or anything like that. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take a look at the engine. Soft closed doors. Did you guys see that? It's also soft closed doors. So if I close it, which is pretty awesome, you know, I mean, I guess you expect it from Range Rover, but Acura, Lexus, that doesn't have that any of their, it does not have that on any of their US unibody SUVs. This engine is pretty hot right now, actually, because I was just running it a little bit ago. I'll go ahead and open the hood, and we find that hood release right here. Okay. This is an inline 6, and it even had three of them for the 6 pattern, which is really nice. Happy it's not a turbo inline 4, it's a turbo inline 6 at least, which is saying something. Everything's pretty tightly compact over here in this engine bay. It's yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't see a battery right there. I mean, I see that to jump start it maybe, but I don't. There's not like an exposed battery, which is whatever. Most cars don't really have that anymore, which kind of sucks. Some cars do, some don't. There's, I believe the VIN, windshield washer fluid, and everything else. Man, this GoPro is getting pretty hot on my head. It's kind of getting very hot. It's uncomfortable. Yeah, so there's the oil filter right there. Not the filter, it's just where you check the oil level. And hood struts as expected. Yeah, this turbo inline 6, the powertrain isn't bad at all. This is say OW20, if you're wondering. The powertrain isn't bad. It's just kind of how this car drives. That is the biggest issue that I believe it has, and it's pretty responsive and really quick to its feet usually. The transmission is also really smooth, and the shifts are not too noticeable. That's not closed all the way. Let's go ahead with that again. Okay, there we go. I didn't slam it. I just had to touch it like that. Now my fingerprints are on the car. That sucks after I washed it, but it still looks clean. Yeah, wow, you can really see the fingerprints a lot. I'll try to wipe that away. Oh boy. Okay, so Land Rover badge. You see everything right there. Take a look at these wheels. These are 23-inch wheels. Can you believe that? They're pretty big wheels. This is the only part of the car it's not clean. There's just a little bit of sand. I tried it hard with the pressure washer to get it out, and it just it's a kind of undercarriage of the car. This actually got taken to a dirt road, and there's some more sand that kind of blows in here, or dirt. So I tried getting it as best as I could. Other wheels are okay. That one's just sort of bad, I guess, from driving. On the undercarriage, dirt kind of flew in there, so there's even dirt there. But this one's cleaner, so that's the only part that's kind of dirty. So it's Pirelli tires right there for you. The tire size 285/40, 23 in the back, 23 in the front. Same, it's a regular setup, not staggered. So yeah, the design, people are gonna say this is a good looking SUV, which I understand, completely get it. But you gotta really, it's about how it drives. Like, looks are one thing, but it's about how it feels to drive and what it's like to live with. So opening the trunk over here. Wow, this GoPro is so hot. Oh my god, I'm sorry, this is crazy right now. I don't know why it's so hot. Jesus. Okay, sorry. Yes, storage, it's pretty good. I apologize, I'm getting over a cold a little bit. That's why my voice kind of sounds a little bit low. Storage isn't bad. It's decent. It's pretty good. Kind of like an RX, similar size. And you put the rear seats down with these two buttons. And yep, that's it for storage. And then just a cargo cover. This vehicle was pre-owned. We got it used. I guess that's the dealer right there. And it's certified Land Rover, so it's still under warranty and everything. I believe it's factory warranty, and then with certified it's 4 years covered, which is good. because these cars, can have issues, but hopefully not. So closing it there. There's no lock button for the trunk, just pushing right there. Nice tailor design, it's pretty interesting. And this takes, premium gas, it says. It takes, let's see if this opens. Yep, no button, just opens there. Premium gasoline, and there's not capless, which is okay. Alrighty, and that's on the passenger side. So let's go ahead and take this thing for a drive. I showed you guys the black wheels, rotors, calipers. Yeah, let's go ahead and take it for a spin. These little air caps say Range Rover on them as well. So let's go ahead. It's British SUV, and see how it drives for you guys. I never understood the two antennas right there. I guess it's a new design, or maybe helps with the signal, but I think it's just for design maybe. Also coming in the back here, there's a decent amount of room. It's not the biggest amount of space, but it's not bad for the room. Okay, let's go for a quick drive. Hey everybody, we're inside the vehicle now. I want to also mention this has a full-time all-wheel drive system, and it's a rear-wheel drive bias, unlike the Japanese competitors. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start the vehicle now. This has a mild hybrid system as well. I'm pretty sure this version of it has it. Has an automatic adjustable steering wheel, your tune selectors there, your volume knob, and all your other cruise control functions are here. You have an interesting infotainment with a lot of different options. There's a snow mode, off-road mode, things like that. And then you have just your vehicle settings, auto brake hold, all those things. You can change your ride height. Climate control is all here. This is how you change it with the knobs, and then if you push down on it, you can access the heated or cooled seats, which it actually works pretty well. The cooled seats, the ventilation blows a lot, and you really feel like it's working. So it works well. All the other controls are down here. This is a cloth material. You have a push to brake button to park. You can just turn it off and it'll automatically park even if you're in drive. And then you have your off-road modes here. Mud ruts and but I don't believe a lot of people are gonna be taking this like major off-road, but people could it's possible somebody could, Center storage, not huge, but there's some space over there. This doesn't open, it's just a padded area. Okay, let's go ahead and take this for a drive, and I'll go over more why I think there's other vehicles out there that do the driving inputs just better. But I'll go ahead and say what's kind of good about it as well. Alrighty, let's go. You just push back to go in the drive. We'll go this way. Okay, let's go ahead and make a left turn here. Right off the bat, I wanted to mention, I believe it's more quieter than the Lexus RX, but driving this around, it feels really big, it feels very heavy. The steering is heavy, like almost if you were in an RX and you put it into sport mode, like the steering stiffens up, but this is much more stiff than even that. Just moving it around, it's a lot of tight movement, but this vehicle is so big, it kind of just feels like you're hauling around a big vehicle, that it just kind of doesn't help it, and it makes it feel just uneasy to drive. The Cayenne does the driving inputs a lot better, because when you drive it down the road, the Cayenne does the inputs a lot better, because when you're driving it around, the whole car doesn't feel as big, or to drive, or just the steering, it feels more, I don't want to sound cliche and say it's tossable, but it can handle better, it can go with curvy roads better. It's like a kind of a truck, almost in that region when you're driving it, where it feels big and difficult to drive. I like the digital screen as well. It's a nice touch. Everything feels, kind of unique in its own way of luxury, and it's nice. Even the paddle shifters are nice metal and everything. I really think it's the driving inputs that really put this car down, and it's too just uncomfortable to drive. Even the brake pedal, I'm just getting on the brakes a little bit, and it's very, very sensitive. They'll stop a lot of the car down very fast, and there's no modes to adjust it. I've changed every modes and went through them. The steering's still relatively tight, and the brakes are sensitive as well. As well as just taking around this car in it with the corner on a curvy road, it's really, like I said, it's big to drive, and even the X5 kind of feels like that in its own way, but it isn't as bad as this. It's much more handled and composed, and it's more bearable to drive than this, because it really, not to sound again cliche like this is some kind of a boat, because I don't like calling vehicles boats. It's not a really good description of what they are. This just feels big and heavy, and it takes away from the relaxation and comfort part of this vehicle. The glass is double painted, just how Lexus does a lot of theirs, similar to that. The sound system isn't bad at all. It's a decent sound system, just not the best what I've heard from this segment, especially comparing to some Mercedes products, and even Cayenne has the Burmester. This car drives softer, but it's the way it kind of floats along the road. Even the Porsche Cayenne, it's engineered in a way to where its ride quality is even superior to something like this. It's going to be better, because even every company who benchmarks an SUV, they always benchmark it against the Porsche Cayenne. And not to put that car in a spotlight, people might think it's all about sporty handling that car, but it's really not, because it does a lot of things quite well. It is expensive as well, but the fact that these are sometimes considered competitors is surprising, because the RX just feels so much more easier and nicer to drive than this. And when I talk about that vehicle, I'm talking about the 500, not the 350 of the RX, but I'm talking about the 350. And I'm talking about the 350 RX, not the 500. And I'm talking about the 500 RX, not the 350, because they drive very different as well. damn it! Why is no exit to this shitty ass subdivision, man? I'm trying to find a fucking way out. Fuck, he can't. I'm trying to fucking escape. This car doesn't have rear wheel steer. I don't believe it is an option. I didn't know if the full body, it really surprises me. I didn't know if the full, it really surprises me. I didn't know if the Range Rovers, how they kind of drove, and I had an idea of it, but I didn't know if